speaking of things that Josh does care about,
Ooh.
but also, speaking of putting the cart before the horse, the people over at Paramount and Nick Animation have decided to go ahead and greenlight 3 Avatar The Last Airbender animated movies. And I'm going, shouldn't you guys wait to see if the first animated movie does well? No? Okay. That's fine. Like, cool. I want more Avatar The Last Airbender. That's awesome. But we've been down this road before we've got massive plans for the Avatar franchise. We'll give him the Shyamalan. He's this up-and-coming director who has no blemishes on his record whatsoever. Oh, y'all didn't like his movie? Go, bury the sequels, bury the sequels. We didn't introduce his sister at all. We didn't hint at the sister at all. This is a self-contained movie. We have no plans for a sequel. Burn it all. Like, we've been down this road before with Avatar, and I know some people be like, well, they got the original show creators back, and they're working on this. I'm going, yeah. So? Like, I get that. And I'm not saying Legend of Korra is bad, but it's the same people that did Legend of Korra. And there's a noticeable quality drop-off between Last Airbender and Legend of Korra. I know there's Legend of Korra fans. That's awesome. If you like Legend of Korra, cool. But it's not on the same level of Last Airbender, so...
Yeah. I hear what you're saying, but, like, I think Korra's biggest downfall was the fact that Nick was basically giving them a season-to-season run instead of all right, we're going to give you 4 seasons and blah, blah, blah. So they literally never knew if each season was going to be their last. So, like, I can totally understand. Now, I agree that the quality is less, but you can't have 4-season payoffs if you didn't know if you were going to even have a second season. So
Young Justice.
Yeah, that's well, that's a whole nother conversation. I agree, though. Do we know what the first movie's going to be yet? We have no clue.
I think it's supposed to be the Avatar that we know. I think it's supposed to be Aang, just to piss Josh off. It's supposed to be Aang, I think, around that era. I would like it if these other Avatar movies were set in different Avatar eras. Of like, who was the first Airbender? I think that would be awesome. Or better yet, I don't know if we can do this. Who was the last Airbender? Like the final one before that died off completely.
Of the cycle?
Yeah, of the cycle period.
I think we do know, actually, because I think he talks to Aang. I think Aang talks to her.
I want that. Right. I want the beginning and the end.
But like, that's, to me, is like these movies are opportunities to go explore the other, like Avatar Kyoshi. Bruh.
The origin of Uncle Iroh.
Bro, like, there's so much to do in this world. I think, to me, you only call them the Avatar movies because what else do you call them necessarily? But they don't have to be about the avatars. The origin of the White Lotus. Oh, baby, let's go. Give me a live action White Lotus movie.
It is. Here's what you could do to destroy millions of people's hearts around the world.
Hold on. Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
It is the origin of Uncle Iroh's son and the story of Uncle Iroh and his son. Like, the whole time you're just like, oh, this is great hero. And at the end you find out it's Iroh's son. You're going, oh.
No. Don't do this to me. Don't you dare do this to me. I will cry the manliest tears that are manly. And God, dude, I couldn't deal with that, honestly, emotionally. But there's, like we said, though, because we've gotten 2 shows that have just dumped tons and tons and tons of lore. There's so much to go into. You can go farther into the future if you want. I mean, I don't really care that much. Like, go for it, my dude. Now that the spirit world and the real world are fused, I don't. That nothing bad can happen there. Absolutely. Uh,